Welcome back, everybody. We are here at the CFS IO 2022. It is me, Valdez, with G-Clef once again. We're getting into day 2 of the EUMENA Invitational. And yesterday, we did have a lot of upsets, a lot of unexpected matches, some golden rounds, 4 grenade kills. A lot of weird stuff was happening yesterday, G-Clef.
Yeah, in detail. And overall, Team Myth, the winner of their own region to CFL 2022 Season 1, lost twice. They're down at the bottom in the standings. Already we're half through the group stage. Today's the second day. Tomorrow is the playoff. And Team Myth, they only have 1 match today. So unlikely they will be on top. Of course, they have to grab the final win to have at least 1-2. If they start tomorrow with a 0-3, I don't think any of the viewers actually expected that to happen in the group stage.
Definitely didn't expect it to happen, but you could say the same thing about their run through the gauntlet at the playoffs, right, at the CFL Season 1. Maybe some people may have expected some kind of dark horse upset from them because they were a strong team, even with their placements, but they've made it through gauntlets before, and we'll be curious to see if they can do it again here, because as you're saying, they're probably going to be at least 3rd, 4th. You know, it's going to be rough for them to come back from down 0-2.
Yeah, not just Myth, and also Penta Sports, which is a team that not many, they said, okay, it's going to be the top 3 fight. It's going to be the 3 teams. It's going to be about the match results of the 3 teams, and then the playoff. Penta Sports, they're great, but still compared to the other 3, not at the same level. But surprise, when you open the box, it was full of drama yesterday. Day 1, Penta 2-0, match number 3. That was insane. Golden round finish.
It was a lot of fun yesterday, actually. So many hype moments, so many unexpected outcomes, as we were talking about. As this is the schedule, guys, we are on day 2 of the EUMENA group stage, which is, of course, June 4th, which it is today. We will finish it off tomorrow with the playoffs day and crown our victor of EUMENA. And then we, of course, do have next week where we will do the Americas group stage.
Get hyped because I was trying to recap yesterday's matches because we had lots of rounds. Maybe too many rounds. Like, I wanted to go find a specific round, and it took me some time because we had a lot of rounds. It was only day number 1 and day number 2 today. Of course, Anubis playing twice, Lazarus playing twice. Everyone gets to play their opponent in the group stage, and then depending on that result, they move on to the seeded 1, 2, 3, 4 on the playoff. So that's by the end of today, we'll have that all decided.
Yeah, and you can see here, Anubis was able to take the win over Team Myth. They have 2 matches today, and Lazarus also was able to take the win over Penta there in that 2-0, and they've got a couple of matches today. So I think today is where we'll figure out, you know, exactly where these teams will rank all against each other, especially the 2 teams that have to play twice today.
Yeah, Lazarus on top, as you said, because they got the sweet 2-0 victory. Of course, by set score, they're number 1, but Anubis still with 1-0. And those top 2, they have 2 matches to play. So this will very likely to change or maybe to stay the same if Lazarus actually wins everything. And even Penta still has 1-1. The big story right now is actually Team Myth. They're at the bottom, of course, group stage. Well, back in the regular league, it was just best of 1. So we had lots of just upsets and not great of a result for Team Myth compared to, let's say, like Anubis Gaming or Lazarus. But this was best of 3, not best of 1s. So I think this tells quite a different story compared to their compared to what we had in the CFL.
Yeah, so as I was talking about, today we do have Anubis playing twice. They will go up against Penta Sports and then Lazarus. And then Lazarus will also have to play twice. They have a couple of games, 1 against Anubis and 1 against Team Myth. And that will round out our group stage for the EUMENA Division. And yeah, it really just comes down to today to figure out where everybody is going to be ranked and stuff like that going into the final day. You would love to be ranked at least 1st, or 2nd is okay. But let's take a look at some of the predictions.
Interesting. After the Anubis taking a win, a lot of, including us, changed our minds about how strong Anubis. When we actually opened the box, Anubis, they were really the strong team. Of course, the first match, even though Penta did great at the end, the Anubis still seems to be slightly stronger. That's my opinion. But look at half and half on the second match. That's
Yeah.
3 for 3 right there. And Lazarus Valdez.
Just call me Lazarus Valdez. That's apparently what my name should be. Again, I have a prediction where I'm the only one. Yesterday it turned out to be correct, but perhaps today Team Myth will be the one to prove me wrong. We also did have Hao Wei was one of the Chinese
Penta
broadcasters. He was correct about the Penta win over Team Myth.
That was a big
pretty cool
surprise
stuff
to me. As it ended 2-0, but went to, I think the first map was also at least 10-7 or 10-8.
10-7,
pretty close first map. And the second map, we went all the way down to like the final 1-1. It was insane. It's going to be very hectic again. I'm hoping for lots of action, maybe more than 4 grenade kills on the second day, because yesterday was a pretty weird day. We don't usually have more than 2. I think the maximum was like 3 in the last 2.5 years, 2.5 or 3 years that we casted together. So let's keep that in mind and count all the grenade kills. That's pretty cool to see. And every time we get that grenade kills, it means they're listening to the shot calls, staying at that spot, listening to and getting ready for the placement and the strategy, which means, which does cost them a lot of their HP, but it's actually a good thing that they're taking that much damage.
Yeah,
absolutely.
In a weird way. Guys, we do have the team introduction, so let's go ahead and introduce Anubis for this first match.
It's going to be Beva a little bit late to the party. Doesn't matter. Still gets one. Make it a double kill for Beva. And look at that snare. Tot, who finds the first. Tot still.
And here we have Anubis. Just very strong. We just didn't know they were going to be strong enough to take out Team Myth, but coming out big here so far in this tournament.
Second from the CFL 2022 Season 1. But during their own group stage, I guess the regular season, best of ones, very high up, very close to Lazarus, but slightly higher in terms of what they were able to do during the regular season. They just fell short against Team Myth in the playoff, as you mentioned before. But talking about their current form, yesterday's performance, absolutely crazy. Snare even had some sneaky shots to Sniper, just hopping in and out, getting the kill, escaping on his own. And of course, we have to talk about this play on the screen. Beva, this guy is insane. Except for the survival rate, everything is above average by far. And his headshot rate, I believe, went up to 70-something% yesterday. And we've seen his 1v3 defense. His recoil control is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty intense what this guy is able to do. And he is obviously such a huge addition to this Anubis Gaming roster, and part of the reason why they're having so much success. So really cool to see, you know, some of the new changes to the rosters actually really working out as, not just him. As a team, they seem to be playing pretty well as well.
Yeah, that too. Such an insane team. And also, everyone can pop off. And they have 2 matches, so let's see how well they can actually do today.
Well, we had Anubis. Let's go ahead and introduce our second team for this match, Penta Sports.
He has the perfect lineup here. The double kill to try and stall this one out. Terror, good for 1, good for 2. Terror stuck on the back line, 10 seconds. Terror, he finds a third here. Terror gets the...
And there you have it, Penta Sports. They are 4th coming into this, but they had a huge upset yesterday over Team Myth, getting the 2-0.
FaZe it seemed like he was carrying the team, but it was actually the entire team that was moving along with him. So it felt very different from what we had from CFPL. Now they actually feel like a whole team together. All the 4 rifles, they do pop on and off, especially Rain, Jin, Terror. Moving from map to map, they always have some cool moments. Chills going back from rifle to sniper all the time. FaZe always doing the duel. This team looks so much better compared to what we had during the CFPL.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. Chills also had a crazy performance in their second map especially. I think he got up to 22 kills or something ridiculous.
20-something kills.
Yeah.
And he had, for a moment, less than 10 deaths. because he was switching back and forth AWM, which was harassing the opponent so much because they thought, okay, we only have to worry about phase, and Chill all of a sudden just comes out through the double door and then just snipes onto one, or he kills himself sometimes because he was rushing too early and not looking at the opponent, but that oftentimes paid him so much better. His entire team so much more, and I love that sunglasses. Matching the team color.
It's Penta Sports brand sunglasses. Gotta love it. I kind of like how they have like the fogged background. It looks pretty cool. It's like, no, you know.
The face is super serious on the left bottom.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready for my snipe shots.
That
had some doubles. He had some doubles yesterday. Double headshots and double body shots.
Yeah, he is definitely part of the reason why this team is so good. Definitely touted as the best sniper in Europe, you could say. Him and 40 going back and forth for that title. But yeah, I think he proved it pretty well yesterday with what he was able to do against that. So we are going to take a look at the map ban pick and eventually get to see which maps we will be going into for this one. But first, the head-to-head, you'll see that Anubis does have their numbers so far.
Yep, this is during the season, so I don't think these 2-6-6-2 really tells a story in their current form, especially Anubis. I think they're better compared to what we had a few weeks ago, and also Penta much better compared to what we had weeks ago. So right now, I would actually say like 5.5 Anubis to like 4.5 Penta.
Okay,
that's my guess if I had to really talk about percentage.
Interesting. The predictions did not mimic that in terms of what the overall thoughts were. I think that, you know, when you're doing predictions, people want to go for the safe pick. And with that really hyped first match, Anubis did look very, very strong. So it kind of makes sense. But either way, both teams pretty strong coming into this one. Let's take a look at what is picked and what is banned.
Let's see, because Penta seems to be playing really good in the bigger rotational map. And I think that's the reason why Anubis banned Ankara, a strong blacklist map.
Okay, so sub-base to start and then compound, and finally Black Widow. So certainly not your standard map pool for best of threes, especially starting off with sub-base and compounds, but curious to see how this one was going to go. Penta Sports, they were rolling over Team Myth on sub-base.
Interesting how both teams will actually approach sub-base, because Sniper Duel will certainly be there for the room action, which might be in trouble because both teams can actually run double sniper. That's the thing. If they just run double sniper, have one each, sometimes they actually have double sniper just watching B, one into locker, one from the hallway. So there can be a lot more strategy in terms of if you have just one single dedicated sniper or two, but both teams have that in hand. So there'll be lots of interesting strategies coming out from both sides.
Yeah, you'd have to expect it. I think that sub-base, we have only seen it once, I believe, and it was pretty stompy, so let's see how it is going to go. But the map is loading up, so let's jump on to sub-base for our first map of the night.
All right, already in the machine room. Anubis from Blacklist. Snare. I can only imagine Snare not moving around as much. Oh, Rain already boosted up in the lights, on the lights here.
Pretty cheeky spot here. You see that both teams are pretty confident on this map overall. At least above a 50% win rate.
The spot you're boosted, it seems like you have the advantage, but when there are many members approaching you, yeah, sometimes it's harder to get your own angle looking down. So he was also flashed, so couldn't really do much there.
Yeah, good read there from Anubis Gaming, noting that somebody could be boosted, somebody could be just waiting in a bait spot, and they do eliminate it. And that's what I like to see on sub-base, you know, go in, get a pick, back out, keep your opponents guessing because, you know, You could say his death would be without pain if he actually got all that information, but if they move out, then all that information is lost.
But leaving A bottom open still with double sniper, phase and chills from Penta Sports. So Anubis in their entry, they do have to really be careful. I don't think they have much information that Penta Sports is actually starting with a double sniper. Of course, checking into the air duct, you gotta watch phase. Because if you go into lockers and you heard no sniper shots, you know that phase is around the shutter or AC.
Okay, looks like they are making moves in through the lockers up here, and a couple of kills already going to Anubis. FaZe and Terror are able to trade it back, but now there's only FaZe, and he's got a sniper, so that will be an easy kill. Beva lines it up, and that is going to be a strong start here for Anubis.
Yep, in their entry there. Not Beva actually missed a lot of his moments, but I believe it was Snare and Snake both getting a kill onto Penta, watching near the hallway and the cage. Those really quick, easy kills to open up B side entirely.
Yeah, note that every single person on Anubis got a kill to start it off. So
that's right.
The teamwork is in effect. Everybody is pulling their weight for now, at least in the first round.
Yeah, the easy joke is the easy shot call. You would say it's everyone just get a kill and we win every single round.
Yeah.
It sounds easy.
Just trade 1 for 1 and you'll be good.
If you trade 1 for 1, you always win. In theory.
In theory.
But of course it doesn't really work like that in the real game. This time Anubis Gaming releasing the pressure off of the machine room, only Beva watching the back, mostly working near the A room. Checking if anyone's peeking through that small window.
We saw that Penta, when they were on Blacklist on this map, they kind of stuck their noses in a little bit quicker, you know? Like, we would always have somebody jump down these stairs and hide in a little nook there and, you know, just poke out, see what he could see. But Anubis generally have been playing a little bit more safely as they are sending in Snare first as the sniper.
Oh, that flash. Timing by a lot, and a lot of the opportunity for Rain gets 2, but a lot of damage chunked into other members also.
Yeah, that was about as good of a flash as you could get. And that really puts a stop to that.
Yeah, that's also because Penta, they had members going around the map saying, okay, not much time, only about 40 seconds. It should be an ace-tier push.
Oh boy. Trying to hold the stairs was everybody but Beva. And now, unless he can kill all of them, okay, that's going to be a second kill, a third.
4 kills in this round.
And a 5th! He does it! This guy is insane. 6 kills already in the 2 rounds.
We thought it was over. Oh, but until we saw the idea of the final standing guy. What a moment for Penta, actually. They grabbed 90+% of that round.
Yeah, pretty rough. I mean, that's going to be a big mental blow to Penta as well because, I mean, you had to think that if everybody just runs in at the same time, you could probably take him out, but it wasn't quite as well coordinated as they would have liked.
Yeah, keeping that headshot rate to 64%. That's now live, the current CFSIO numbers.
Anubis considering another push down the stairs, just hoping that they don't get flashed like last time. Rain is going to spot them. She's got FaZe on the backside here too. They are just lining them up, but Beva's got a couple more. This guy just does not end. And he even has the C4, so he'll throw that down.
They take some damage with the grenade. He's got his teammate on his back. Let's see how Penta Sports want to rotate this through the A room. Let's go down the stairs. Beva spots them. Flash to delay down the stairs, chills.
Oh, and Snare lines one up, but Beva is going to get headshot with the pistol. And that's going to be it. Jin does line up the last kill, and finally, You were just wondering if Bevo was going to somehow clutch it again, but at least Penta are able to put a stop to it this time.
Yeah, at least Penta Sports, they felt that, okay, he's not invincible. We can at least take him down. That worked a second time for Anubis Gaming. I would have already said that Penta Sports might be looking into the second half after losing 2 rounds. It was that devastating.
Yeah.
Once you really have your numbers up there as a rifle, let's say if you have like 10-0, 10-1, the opponent is going to be trying to really change the position, saying, okay, Beba keeps on coming A, guys. Can I switch to B?
Yeah.
Like, I no longer want to stay in my position. Or can I at least have like a backup, please?
Yeah. And funnily enough, I mean, they still just have Rain down there. He's going to be the only one that's looking at A this time, so they're not expecting another A push, you would have to imagine. We do have one other guy here. Jin is up in AC, so he can rotate if needed.
Jin just got tagged with a wall shot there, but Anubis Gaming, out of the 4, I would say a very passive team. The most passive team compared to the other 3. Even after winning the 2 rounds, if it was Lazarus, they would just rush into the site after a win like that. They do like to carry the momentum into the next round and the round after. But Anubis, they always take careful measures, especially after the match with Team Myth. They learned that this is a safer path.
That was a big grenade, but it doesn't matter to Beva as he is just lighting them up. The rest of his team not doing much, though. Beva now takes a bunch of damage, and that is going to be the end of that. They do get a couple of headshots at the end real quick, basically at the same time with a nice little flank there to help him out.
11-1 in just 4 rounds. That's incredible. As he does have the backup from the teammate, but he's the one breaking through the A site. And finally, Penta Sport putting one more towards the A side. Yeah, that's Jin. That's Jin's spot.
Yeah. We've seen him do that many times before. Perhaps Anubis we're trying to lock that down, but nobody's really figured out how to deal with Jin when he does that so far.
So Totson checking if he's still there through the smoke. Hey, he's gone. He's long gone, buddy. And FaZe was also boosted up to the air duct. And it's a sniper spot, also chills. Went back to the rifle, defending B now. And all the way into the machine room, Anubis setting up a different attack. Having Doom coming from the hallway, Terror finds a person but runs away.
You see he's looking at where Doom's coming in and he's able to pick up that kill, but he distracts at least. It does not matter. Beva is going to be the last one to go down. Terror picks up 3 to clean up that round.
Yeah, Penta there bought a good amount of time. Terror escaping away from the locker stairs. That was the key. Making sure Anubis Gaming, they don't have that much resources to use when they're inside the B.
So Snake, he gets sniped here by Chills, and then they just don't get anything on the backside of that. So another great start here for Penta in this round. So they might be looking to tie this one up with a couple of snipes already.
Yeah. Doom finds FaZe by surprise, boosted up. Not just boosted up, FaZe went all the way across the air duct. So that place is secured. Now all of a sudden down to even Chills. Switching back into AWM this round.
So that's 4 AWM kills in the 1 round.
Yep, Totson. It's you against the world, buddy.
Yeah, they know where he is. They're just going to run at him, and that will be the end of it. FaZe gets the kill. A clean ace, essentially. None of them dying. And Penta Sports are coming back with the Fury.
Yeah, now that they fully know that Chills is willing to keep on using the AWM, even after switching back into the rifle. Anubis Gaming, they will do less of poking everywhere around the map. They will have more of a rush towards the site.
Yeah, they are rushing in. Beva's gonna unlock this site as they charge into Chills. They take him down too. Rain's the only one to clap back here. He's got a second though. Rain really holding down this corner so far, and that's gonna be a third kill going to Rain, making 4. The guy is on fire, just holding his spot here behind this box.
There's also Jin coming from behind, but not even needed.
5 kills in 1 round. Rain gets it done. I don't know, G-Clef. I think we all should have voted for Penta, maybe. Because right now it feels like it's Penta Sports versus Beva. And that's not... You know, Beva, he's a strong player, but at the same time...
Hey, you're not wrong.
You need 5 players when you're playing Crossfire.
Yep. Penta Sports versus Beva, and Beva's doing about 75% of work by himself. Which is always great if you have a guy carrying the team, but with that force, you need to have the entire team moving along with him. So far, having a lot of trouble, especially against the double snipers. Chill's always poking and FaZe on the right spot at the right time. And again, trying B. I think they really need to smoke the hallway to shut anyone down, those potential sniper or rifle shots from the cage and shutter, and then enter from the locker.
There are 2 guys from Penta that are pushing up A stairs as we speak, so they're getting a lot of information that this push is coming in through the lockers, and there's the first kill. Pick off from Chills as he will get traded back here. Doom is getting in his face as Beva will charge into the site as well. He picks up 2 kills, but it's now 2 on 2. As the 2 guys that charged up the stairs, they were not part of this fight.
And going all the way back for the cage room plant and FaZe. Coming from the hallway might help a lot as Rain is trying to get an angle, some information if anyone's going down towards AC. Spots Beva. And that information given to FaZe. A shot lands on Beva. Now only Doom left and he gets headshotted immediately. Rain saving the day for the team again.
It's actually really good teamwork as well. You know, like you said, Rain pokes his head out. He gets that attention onto him, and then FaZe gets the information, pops out, gets the snipe, makes it into a 2-on-1. Excellently handled by Penta Sports here on this map so far.
And after defending B side, a couple of rounds, they know that shift is coming. Yeah, great read. Anubis, of course, knowing where Jin is all the time, you have to take a slower approach into that A room. Even that B attack worked pretty well. Like I said before the attack, they smoked perfectly from the hallway, sort of blocked the angle from shutter into the lockers.
Guess who? It's Jin on A road. He's gonna back away just a bit. Puts in some shots, not able to find anyone this time. Lots of respect being shown by Anubis. This is the last round before the swap. So they would really love to get it to 4v5 in rounds, but with the way Penta has been getting a bunch in a row, not going to be easy for them to do that.
FaZe again. Hard to win the rifle there in the air duct against the sniper.
Yeah. Just line it up for them. Jin, he gets the headshot. FaZe comes up from the rafters, essentially, as Snake is going to be taken down too. That is 6-3 in favor of Penta Sports. These guys, I don't know, they look maybe even better than yesterday. Really, really solid on the Global Risk side to start us off here.
And on the other hand, Anubis, after starting a very strong first 2 rounds, except for Beva, not many actually started to show up, especially in their attack. And of course, double snipers, that's a big threat, but there are lots of answers. And usually the smoke is actually the answer, just killing the angle And as a sniper, it's hard to go through the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bigger threat compared to the rifle.
Penta Sports, they got that first round against Team Myth on this map, and then they just got one after another after another. The onslaught never ended. We'll see if they can replicate that success here on the Blacklist side of Subbase. As they come in strong through the lockers, FaZe gonna open up with a kill, and there is the rest of the team. Jin and Rain just attacking from the other side, and now Beva's alone. He's like, where did my team go?
It's hard to read. Still, Beva is alive. Choose. I think that's E4 with the rifle.
Beva's coming in here pretty quickly.
Still does have all his resources. But doesn't matter. FaZe is on that spot.
I love the timing.
Yeah, read the rotation perfectly.
You're like, he has all his resources, and then he just gets shot. It's like, well, no smoke, no nothing gonna be used here.
Yeah, unlikely. Beva's not... He doesn't feel like a type of a player that would delay himself. Terror was trying to bait anyone, but instead found two at the same time. Another headshot.
I mean, just look at the scoreboard right now. I mean, Beva's almost had 20 kills here in the 11th round, and his team is so far behind. It's actually pretty unfortunate for him. He looks almost angry with how aggressively he takes the trades, and he should be confident, at least, because of how well it's going for him.
Here, the immediate shot boosted up. And Jin did sort of, that timing didn't really work out for Jin at all. He's still up near the lockers, trying to find anyone down from the shutter, and Chills finds another from Cage. So B-side totally open.
Yeah, Chills did take a huge chunk of damage. He's just a pistol shot away from death. And if Anubis does this correctly, it should be their round.
Snare. Yeah, FaZe knows this, but misses the first shot, but the pistol will do the job.
Grenade thrown, trying to buy him some time. The bomb, again, is not planted. As Beva is going to take down the low health Chills, and now it's all up to FaZe. He gets one. Still extremely low, but, you know, he might just look for the kill here. Let's see where he goes, if he can land this snipe.
Yeah, it's been some time from the machine room, so FaZe, he's also thinking that, that quick scope!
Oh, man. Penta is, I don't even know what to say. Like, after what happened when they lost 0-2 to Lazarus, they must have gotten really angry or something, because they have turned up the intensity.
FaZe is... He's something else. His moments, especially his rotation, is very quick, just like a rifler. And he can read the enemy's rotation and wait at the perfect spot. It also takes patience, not just experience. This guy is born to be a sniper, man.
Well, he certainly has proven that he was born to be it. He's put in a lot of practice, and he is now one of the best, if not the best.
Yeah, those are the jump spots to shoot in between the door hinge there, because he has seen that his teammate Jin has been sitting there for such a long time, just in case Anubis tries the same, because they have learned and watched what Jin was able to accomplish yesterday. But Anubis, quite passive, all the way in the back. A defensive position. Not going to be peeking at all. Not even near the stairs. They got two bottom.
Well, straight into the crosshair there of Snare. Beva gets pretty low. And Penta say, well, maybe not. Maybe we're not going to go that way. He's dropping out of the vent. Doom's going to make quick work of him, but Jin is leading the charge, spots Beva. They want to make their way into B now. It's not really working out, though, because Beva with super low health is just taking everybody down. And that's going to put an end to that. Anubis will be able to clap back finally.
Finally, but is it slightly too late? Only 4 rounds. They do have the global risk this time, but Penta Sports, they do certainly have the momentum as Snake is trying to make a big change. He will not be successful, trying to go out the door.
Some good cover fire there from Snare.
There's risky play, but I liked it because not many of the things that he was trying in the first half was working out for him at all.
Rain is in through the vents. He's going to line that headshot up. And Snake is barely even alive. So now, you know, he swaps to the AWM himself. But Penta, they have a big control of this round now.
And slow and steady because they still have some time. C4 in, yeah, rotating all the way back to their base, actually. Trying to go into the machine room now. Range is holding the air duct exit near the hallway. And Tossin was not challenged for the couple rounds before.
Okay, he gets that information though, stays alive. Jumping on in, Terra was not expecting that, but Jin is able to back him up as Doom is able to spray for 4. They're all so low, look at this. Snake has got like 3 health and Doom on maybe 1. And Rain says, well, I just gotta hit him once. Knows where Snake is now. This is just gonna come down to the first shot, first kill.
And C4 in the middle. Right at the B-bomb site.
Snake is taking a very long path around.
Oh, this is smart. He was trying to read. Yeah, Rain was also trying to read the rotation. It has to be the hallway entry.
He just...
A Snake, because he's so low on HP, he actually rotated to a safer spot.
Gotta plant. He's got time. He's gonna put it down just very carefully because he's not sure where Snake is. Now he should have a decent idea that he could have rotated over to A, and that perhaps he'll come from that direction.
Yeah, it's been about 30 seconds since he was missing, but now spotted.
Spotted, and Snake gets the shot with the M4 from downrange. He'll be able to line that up, and that will be Anubis barely taking this round. Every round they win now, it just feels like it's the most difficult thing in the world.
And that was also a dangerous moment because one of the worst teammates on this map right now. Okay, hold on to that machine room rush from Anubis. Penta ready. So Terra does not make an escape, and the other 2 also gets tagged. Less than 40 HP left.
Yeah. Some quality flashbangs getting a lot of value there, but more charging through this middle ground and the machine room, and they say, well, let's just run on to A. Nobody should be here.
Quick movement, rotated into a bottom, all 3 of them. And shows this time on the rifle. Going back and forth, depending on the strategy and where they want to attack.
It's 3-on-3, but FaZe and Chill's very low on health here. 3 rifles versus 2 and a sniper. FaZe and Chills, they line a couple and they spot Tots. And that's going to do it for that. 9 rounds for Penta, just 1 more for them to secure round 1, or map 1.
Penta is just running away right now. Anubis, yeah, few of their members not doing as well compared to yesterday. Especially, maybe it's because it's sub-base and Snare is up against, oftentimes was up against double sniper. So had barely any kills in the first half.
He's taking a new angle. Yeah, he's going 1v2 in here. He doesn't care what side he's on. Beva is going to take advantage of that, though, and take him down. 23 kills right now for Beva. His team is about to lose the map.
Yeah, 2.3 KD. Yeah, doing the math.
Some quick maths.
During live, it's never a safe choice.
I was very impressed you went for it.
A math major.
How about FaZe? What's he at?
That I will leave. Give me a moment. Let me turn on the calculator. TI 83.
It's definitely above 2.
Yep, slightly above.
Yeah.
2.2 something.
Yeah.
2.2222. Nope.
Probably not that. But it is 4-on-4. Speaking about some other numbers. And it's actually pretty close, even in terms of health. Snare and FaZe, the two snipers, taking a small chunk each.
Well, Rain does spot a couple. A FaZe from the side. This guy. Thoughts of the flash, but keeping his position. Chills dropping right down on him.
Oh, and Rain was just so patient, just waiting this entire time. He wasn't able to get any shots on the Beva, but they know exactly where he is, so will be difficult for him, but he has clutched like this in the past. Unfortunately, he's up against FaZe and a lot of other strong members of Penta right now.
Ooh, the early shots does not connect. Before planted, 25 seconds up against 2 at the same time. Cannot win that damage. And it is going to be Penta winning the first set. Who would have known?
Well, maybe we should have seen the signs after yesterday, because they already looked great against Team Myth, and now I feel like they're even on the next level. And yes, it is sub-base, and they started off really strong on the CT side, but...
Well, it's very hard. I mean, even with this momentum from Penta, I don't think not many expected Anubis to lose this many.
All right, in we go. And this time we will have same starting sides for this map. So Anubis will start once again on the blacklist, and Penta for the global risk.
Let's see if Anubis is willing to deal with this much trouble. Penta this time just FaZe on that sniper. Snare coming all the way to check out A long. But always have to look out for all the baiting spots. We've seen Penta Sports trying out some cheeky things. Double bait spots, left and the right box. But this time, because FaZe is all the way out to near pillar room, and because he's looking at that angle, Penta, they also know it's very likely going to be the central or A push.
Yeah.
No one showing signs at all from the double pillar towards B.
Looks like it is going to be A long with some pressure from mid. Not something you see all the time. Anubis with a pretty sleek strategy coming in, but it gets shut down immediately. Only Beva and Snare get anything done as they easily dispatch of this kind of wonky aggression. Snare now is just going to get sniped by FaZe, who is behind them all. Oh, spotted. Rain is there, but this aggression is working. The flash gets a lot of damage done, but Rain is here in the bait spot, able to line up 2, and that's going to even things up.
He basically gave Terror as a sacrifice and said, okay, wait, hold up, I will at least bring 2. to match up the number. Now 3-3, Anubis Gaming, they do have an upper hand.
Yeah. It's definitely good game sense. You know, if sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself for the good of the cause, for the good of the team. FaZe is poking out a bit here, as they are expecting Anubis to continue in onto this B side.
Spots one, trades with Snake getting one down. Chills down near the servers, gets one more.
Yeah, it's pretty huge. Snake really wasn't able to do too much on the last map, so he's making up for it so far on the start here. As Jin has to go 1v2 into servers, not the easiest thing.
At least there's no smoke. Snare's got a grenade, but no time, only 25 seconds. Jin's gotta make the play.
And they know where he is now. This is gonna be difficult. They
That's
get
one.
the kill, but not the second one. As Snare is going to shut that one down, and Anubis will tie it up.
It was quite dangerous actually jumping onto Jin. Could have taken extra damage instead of just keeping himself down, because it's harder to shoot down just look out for the head. When Jin, you expose the entire body against your opponent. But sometimes because of the excitement and the heat of the moment, you just jump onto your opponent saying, okay, 2v1, we should be able to handle this easy.
Penta this time pushed pretty far out there on a long, but Anubis slowly making their way in here. Uh-oh. Chills spotted.
But he's not stuck. Also has double man backup all the way in the A side and A long. And decides to stay in a room, surprisingly. I thought he was immediately going to shift his position towards the central plaza.
Totson is going back. He's checking to see if Chills pushed out at all. And Chills is poking out, but he hasn't pushed out here. So not really getting the full information that Anubis have totally rotated over here to the pillars.
It's just 180 as Anubis before, because of the big bait that just happened in the previous round. They're taking every corner, taking a lot more time.
Spots him, but the shots do not go through. Rain and Terror are here looking to slowly take them down. Snare gets one, Snake gets the other, 2 pistol kills.
Yeah, I think Terror at that moment was switching into some kind of throwable, but Jin was also here right now on the bottom. Only gets one. He was waiting slightly too long.
And he just gets sniped down by Snare, and now the patience of Anubis will once again pay off. 4v2, and they have control of the B site.
And time's taking 25 seconds. FaZe coming around the double pillar, and Chills from the B entrance gets one with the pistol. That's a start.
Ooh. Chills tried to get some information there against this many. It's not going to work out, and Snake picks up a couple more headshots. Now he's the carry, he says, with 6 kills so far in the 3 rounds.
Yeah, certainly Anubis moving in and out much better on this map compared to Subbase. Also less pressure even if the opponent actually has double sniper or not. FaZe actually up here with the help of Terror.
This is a very cute spot.
Oh,
I think
spots? He's seen the shoe.
It's a very obvious shoe.
Yeah, a lot of players just bait. It was a part of their leg, and then because you know that FaZe usually looks at the spot, but he doesn't stay this long. That's the usual FaZe will be checking for the first 20 few seconds and then backing out. But he also has Terror, so they spent a lot of resources in that room.
The push will be coming down long. Jin is here, and he pops out at exactly the wrong time. Snare with the close range snipe. And this time it's looking so much better for Anubis. They easily dispatch them on this A site.
And the other two didn't work. They were guarding their own angle from double pillars on the opposite side of the map. This seems like a perfect round for Anubis. But Terror's not going to let that happen. Spotted 1v4. Down about half health. Gets a second.
Okay. Even did a little bit of damage to Beva there. As they back away, he's going to get a reload off with 15 seconds now. And Anubis, they can just back away. They don't have to challenge this.
Terror does have to force himself in the site. Only 5 seconds. And not going to happen, but he still did manage to grab 2 extra kills along with him. So not the worst.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a confidence boost, but not much else for him and his team. Anubis, they start strong again. This did happen on sub-base as well. We were at 3 versus 1 in terms of rounds, and then all of a sudden, Penta were able to turn up the heat.
Yeah, but Penta never challenging into the plaza. Even if they had some good response, instead they run down a room or even into double pillar. They're really concerned about the 4 grenade kills that happened yesterday.
I thought you were serious. Maybe you were. Half serious. Grenade kills are a serious thing. Anubis this time, Penta probably wishing they were ready for this, but it just feels like Anubis is one step ahead of them when it comes to the strategy game.
Oh, there are a few teams, especially the Chinese teams, that just runs down Central Plaza with 4 grenades. They actually start with a kill, with grenade kill. Well, I believe that was Baisha.
Yeah.
But they still do a lot of those strategy on compound. And also LGD.
Very true. Looks like FaZe was able to spot them maneuvering through the smoke as this middle entrance is secured here by Anubis.
But still FaZe. It's not the most comfortable spot for a sniper. But doesn't matter, he can land all the shots.
Yeah, FaZe got 3 so far. This entrance, you see Snake is trying to get in there, but Jin is getting the information on where they are.
Information plus buying a lot of time for his teammates to come nearby. Terror is wrapping around them. Yep, he knows the site is empty. Gotta be Rain's time to bring down the extra 2 kills. And Penta securing another successful defense point. Anubis Gaming, they already have a lot done from Blacklist.
Yeah, it was pretty good stuff for them to stop that play. I would have liked to see Anubis maybe even go in from Central Plaza to B, but it seems like they've been liking to attack the A site so far.
Yeah, compound, it's about half and half, slightly more in favor for GR, of course. Other regions, a lot more towards GR. But for EUMENA, it's about half and half on this map. But let's see as Penta chills. Finally brings him down. And somebody had to take him down. Oh, Snake. Just casually walks over the top. And a headshot.
Just bonks him on the head there. Seems like they know where Rain is. The C4 is down over here, so it's going to be a bit awkward. Beva's going to lose that one against Rain, who shuts it down.
Who was flashed?
Yeah. Snake is coming all the way around.
Sneaky.
Sneaky snack.
To grab that C4. Does grab it. Okay. Ooh. And Penta, they do let that happen, actually. I think they also know that Snake is very low HP. And he can plant the bomb, do whatever he wants to. As long as you guard one site, should be able to win. It's got 55 seconds, so that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
I don't think Penta is going to move till like 20 seconds left. 20 seconds or 25 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, just wait, hold it down. If the bomb gets planted on the other site, you can go in together and make it work. So Snake gonna just plant this one down.
Now Now they're on for an adventure into B site.
Yeah, check all the weird angles. You don't want to be caught out 1v2 against a bait spot.
Unlikely that Snake would have came out. Ooh, great smoking spot. Does a whole lot of damage to Terror.
Yeah, they do know where he is. They have secured the spot right now.
They're
going for the defuse.
Ooh.
Snake knows immediately, and now he's playing this perfectly. He's buying so much time.
Does he know that he's around the back?
And he's just going to get the kill. That is perfectly played by Snake. He also has 14 kills so far.
That smoke from Penta. Snake used that to his advantage. What a play. That's some 300 IQ, not 3 IQ. 300 IQ play right there.
Yeah, really got to admire that. That's just perfect strategic positional play by him.
And Snake was nearly a dead Snake in the first map. He's got some toxic bites now.
It's the way it goes. Sometimes you get carried, sometimes you are the carry. Speaking of which, Doom gonna go down again. Terror and the rest of Penta, they have pushed out aggressively this time. So maybe they took your advice to heart, G-Clef.
Gotta listen to Clef. Of course, they're playing the game right now. They can't.
Yeah, they're not actually listening.
I don't think they ever want to listen to me.
No, I think they have a good idea of what they're doing.
They have a much better idea of what they're doing.
Yeah. But cool to see them actually, you know, throw in this idea because they're not having too much success here on the global risk side so far, Penta. So looking to mix it up with a new strategy.
Yeah, Snake with AWM because he lost a lot of HP, down to 10 only. And yeah, I think Totson has to just quick pop dash and get some kills. I think that's the only way Anubis Gaming comes really win big and maybe go force a map 3. Penta Sports, Rain is going around the central plaza, sees nobody.
Smoke comes down. There's only 35 seconds. They should know this is coming in. Beva gets one, but the bait spot is good for Terror. And that's going to do it for that. Rain able to finish it off. And Penta Sports, they're at least keeping it close.
A few more before we finish the first half. But not really being aggressive as I say that, Chills. Yeah, wanted to go for some aggression, but found no one. Also threw down the smoke all the way down near the central plaza. And FaZe, every single time they try the boost. Yeah, Anubis Gaming, they're actually pressuring into a long oftentimes. Or this is, I guess, the safer play to go into central plaza.
Yeah, definitely more controlled. Waiting to see if Penta's going to get aggressive, and you just hold all the angles, even from the Blacklist side. But Penta also, outside of their push into the pillars here, not putting on too much pressure.
And finally, with half of the map controlled, time to go into pillars.
It's going to happen. A pillars fight. And Terror is not able to get anyone. The snipe also misses.
The FaZe is now trapped because he was boosted up. There's no exit from there.
It's a great response from Anubis. Play it slow and then go for a delayed push into the pillars.
Now 3-5. Totson's got info that A-Long is open.
Wow.
Snare peeks out just a little too far. And there was Jin from the side.
Yeah, got him through the little box there. A very clutch kill to keep it somewhat even.
Yeah, Tots is already near A base. Yeah, read the rotation. There are not too many left from Penta.
Take a look at where Rain is as well. He's all the way at the pillars. That's not going to help right now as they run on in. Jin picks up the one. And he's going to get a couple, but not the third, as now Snake is able to come on in here, but he is now all alone.
C4 retrieve. Rain did spot him going into the site. There's a grenade. Doesn't get the kill, but Snake goes to the right. That's a peak fight.
Ah, that's gonna do it. Rain from range, he picks up one, and then he picks up the final kill here on this round to tie things up 4-4. He wasn't in position originally, but he got over there real quick on the rotation behind them.
A few strong rounds coming in from Penta. But towards the end, Anubis still 4-4, so about half. And Penta all of a sudden Central Plaza push, but they know very likely they're up against Anubis, not a team that does like to...
First grenade kill.
Okay,
Put it down.
writing that down.
Snare, I think he took a big bite. I'm not sure if it was from a snipe through a wall or something, and then the grenade finished him off. But it was a perfectly thrown grenade here by Jin.
It had to be Jin doing some damage and grenade to finish. And even through that wall shot, it delayed the attack so much. Anubis, they're not much of a team that likes to control that Central Plaza. They like to wait, go towards A passage, and then slowly move into double pillars like we saw in the previous round where FaZe was trapped in there. Slow and steady, checking everything that they see.
Some flashes in mid. Might alert them. They see them crossing over towards B. This is what I've been asking for. Let's see how Penta can defend it. Totson's going to pick up the first kill. They're moving in here so quickly, taking a lot of damage through the smoke. And Doom is on 1 health. Totson's now behind FaZe on A. But there's one headshot. Can he make it 2? No, he cannot. Doom with the aggression. Might be enough, but they're both so low now.
Incredibly low. Doom 1, Totson 16. Has to plant the C4 and go for this headshot fight. They can't really escape. The moment they do, they will be body shot, and Chills, knowing that they're very low in HP, just rolls away with the jump and trying to do any sort of damage and gets those 2 easy kills. Now Penta leading first half.
It's pretty good stuff, you know. Just consider how hard Anubis came out here. They got a very strong lead once again. It was 3-1, then it was 4-2. And now Penta have clawed their way back to take the lead. They were on GR side, but this puts them in a very competitive spot to potentially take the 2-0. Seems like it took them a little while to understand the very nice strategic plays from Anubis, but we'll see how they can handle the Blacklist side now.
Anubis, they usually do much better from the GR side. Very defensive, passive, slow play compared to the rest of the teams of the tournament. But as you can notice, Penta does a lot better from Blacklist. So let's see how this head-to-head works.
Penta, they feel, I don't know, it feels like the momentum for them is better when they play on Blacklist, at least so far at this tournament from what we've seen.
And compared to the other maps, I think from the GR, if you stay defensive and passive on Compound, you lose a lot more. Because you're supposed to delay the Blacklist attack sweeping through into the middle line. That's a big difference compared to all other maps. Compound, that's a unique specialty that they have. Even from the Blacklist list, you have to search, come up to that middle line, and then go into the site first. But Anubis Gaming, because they're so passive, they're not really using that at all.
Snare going to lose the fight against FaZe, and that is going to be the trigger for them to go in onto this site. Snake's able to get one and back away, but the site is now Penta's.
Double positions. Just weak against flashes, but they do have the wall side covered.
Meanwhile, Rain just jumps in behind them. They weren't expecting that. And FaZe is going to end it with another headshot. And that is, that's what you like to see. You know, win the sniper battle, and then you just immediately pull the trigger. No hesitation. And Anubis were not able to stop that aggression.
This time Anubis, couple nades, plus smoke thrown all the way down. Of course, they cannot just let Penta Sports approach them into that middle center line and just go into that double pillar and a room for free. They do have to kill some time at least. And double watch in that A room, also snare. Yeah, peeking out to the central plaza should give them a hint that unless Penta is all the way back near the base, this has to be near double pillars.
Yeah. We just have Tatsin over here, who's currently 1-9, hasn't found too much luck so far on this map. Trying to hold this down by himself. No committal just yet from Penta.
No big approach. Still to go into that B site. Yeah, through the double pillar, you just have to check so much. I think that's also a reason why Rain is keeping position, slowly checking and trying to hear any sound. In the meantime, the rest of the squad going through the central plaza. Is it B entrance? They do have the smoke setup.
Yeah.
Towards the base.
This is a strategy I like to see. If you can move in here without losing too much, you'll be good. And Doom isn't able to catch really anybody on that rotation. Rain's putting in the pressure on a Tatsin who will be traded back. Penta are in here, but Anubis are closing in already.
Come in, FaZe puts one down. There's also Snake. Beva coming around the double pillars.
Oh, man. They just got control of the B site, and Anubis, they wanted to get in there before Penta were set up, but it was just like Penta were just waiting for them. It was like they expected that quick maneuver, and they just landed their shots a bit better. Sometimes that's all it takes, you know? Penta are just playing at an extremely high level right now, and the two Egyptian teams have not been able to keep up.
And at the beginning of the tournament, of course, with the result, CFL also thought the two Egyptian teams would be doing much better, and this might actually be the time where they do grab like both teams in top 3 finishes.
Is this just where Lazarus wins again? Like
just like last year's season 1?
Is this the story again? Like, is this just going to happen? Oh, no, maybe this time it's Penta because they're playing incredibly.
That's the interesting part about EUMENA, that there's no clear top 1 victor all the time. Well, Lazarus used to have their time about 1.5 years. But after that, it has been Team Myth and a few other teams back and forth, grabbing those top placement spots. And now Penta kicking butts everywhere.
Yeah, especially in this best of 3 format, you know, with the maps. Pretty cool to see them having a lot of success with this. As double sniper on the aggression here, Tails is going to get the one, but Duke comes out, trades a couple here as Anubis, they're sick of this. They just want to fight. They came out to challenge and traded two apiece.
FaZe still in this awkward spot alone, so he does want to go back near the C4, his teammate, who was just watching Central Plaza, and still double pillar was controlled by Rain all this time, about a minute by himself. And Anubis not really knowing what's happening, because A side is actually empty. They're making that transition into A side when Penta Sports for free getting into B.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem. Just essentially choosing one, and FaZe just casually picks up one on the entry too. Finds Beva from range. Doesn't allow Beva to get into his comfort zone either.
They had less than 5 seconds. Bomb planted. B site is there. There's no smoke.
Rain hears him. Just steps out to challenge. Doesn't work out for them. The
shot missed.
Yeah, the snipe was missed too, but Jin just says, don't worry about it, guys. I got it this time. That's going to be enough. 8-4 now for Penta. They have not lost a single round after the swap.
And that's surely scary. Anubis Gaming, well, they also thought, and they were always known as a team that's doing better from the GR side. On this map and also Subbase, the two maps where they can have the most trouble against Penta Sports. Really giving them a difficult time, defending, attacking. And that's another reason why Anubis Gaming is starting to change their position. This is a great sign of coming back if they can manage to pull this round.
Penta has taken, correct me if I'm wrong, 5 in a row now.
Yes, more than 5 in a row.
Might even be 6.
I count 6, yes.
6 in a row.
Since round 7.
Okay. Snare looking to put an end to that, maybe. He's been let off the leash. Here he comes down the middle.
Because his characteristics, doesn't like to hold on to that because we do have some entry into a room. No way. This time Anubis locks it down, cleans it. He's up here. Snare, of course, the one to move around. On this map, for a sniper to move around, it's really hard unless you want to go all the way out to a room, which is really hard unless you have your teammate with you. So Snare is choosing to just go into Central instead.
Uh-oh. That's going to be rough, but Toxic comes in and just clobbers them. I thought after Snare missed that snipe, it was going to be lights out for them, but Todson says, nope, I'm still here to carry.
FaZe here all the way in the back. But alone against so many. It's gotta go, C4's right there. Guys, let me just pick up the C4 and escape. Oh, no.
All right, couple quick rounds here for Anubis now, making it interesting. After 6 in a row, you were just expecting Penta to run away with it, but we do have a chance now for Anubis Gaming to challenge it back.
Dotson, there are not too many kills so far, but still his headshot rate pretty high up there. And again, big pressure into a room. Beva this time not feeling as well compared to Subbase. But that's also because he was forced to move around the comfort zone into B side or the Central Plaza all the time. And Penta really making the Central Plaza hard to defend. They rotate into B, and then fake rotate into A side again.
Snare with the big starting snipe, and this allows Doom and Beva to move in. It's going to be advantage here for Anubis as picking up the AK was not the way. Maybe it's a sign as Snake is going to pick up one, Snare's going to pick up one, and now only Chills remains.
With 2 rounds to pull off to win the map and finish the match. Penta is struggling, stuck at that number 8 for the last couple of rounds. And Anubis, the moment they started shifting into offensive mode from GR side, suddenly it seems like you're having the map to yourself.
Picks up the bomb, and Chills will get free entry into B. If he goes fast, he could even get the bomb down right away. But Anubis are not going to give him too much time. Here they are already.
Spots 2. The Chills thinking about a 3rd.
Nice try. Not going to happen this time. 3 in a row now for Anubis. Keeping it close, 8-7.
Standard basic, as if you outnumber your opponent, B entry. With smoke, without smoke, you jump in, not just walk, because the headshot line is pretty simple, easy. And when you jump, it's easier to get the body shots on the target below you. And another grenade kill.
There we go. Number 2 on the day, already happening here in our first match. And it's benefit to the GR side, Anubis. They throw it in, expecting the pressure there in the Central Plaza.
2 in a row so far for Anubis Gaming. Early pressure. Stopping the momentum of Penta, that's important. Now with Totson, who has been struggling defending the site. He is alone.
He had the one spray. Other than that, it's been rough. Can he get a second? He picks up one. But the entry is coming in here. We do have Doom on the site. He's going to find Jin in a bit of a bait spot, and now Snare gets over to help, and this should be lights out for this round. Anubis looking for their 4th in a row. And there is another snipe from Snare, who has really turned up the heat himself as well.
Yeah, locking down the central plaza and backing up into B. Snare turning out to be much better. Sitting in the spot, instead of wandering around, he got no fun moving around the central plaza. This time he's coming all the way out. Let's see if this is all worth it. Ooh, 2 nades.
Yeah, looks like a bunch of damage onto Anubis too. So Nate's getting a lot of value here, and maybe a couple of poke shots here and there. It's really anybody's game from here. We could even go into extra rounds. Again, would not surprise me at all. Almost feels like a comfort zone for both of these teams.
Oh, Snake. ID tag, then wall shots. Great reaction time there. But Beva is also in position to collapse down on the other two. C4 dropped right in that A room.
And Penta just falling apart. Anubis just taking advantage of them. And it really feels like, I don't know, the wind was taken out of their sails. They hit kind of a mind block when they hit 8 wins. And now we might just have a 10-8 victory here for Anubis. Let's see how this round goes.
Too many rounds in a row for Anubis all of a sudden.
Oh, they're going to charge right into them again.
Snake in the same position, gets one, exactly the same.
Yeah, this is looking pretty lights out. Beva is able to poke out too. And it's almost like Penta just decided, okay, we're just going to rush A and see how it goes. And it is not going. Beva going to take down another as FaZe. I think he knows his fate at this point.
Left alone. Oh, with that C4, it's incredibly hard. I've seen something like this from the double pillars. But this is, if he loses, it is the last round. So that's why he's being slightly more careful. Unless he gets a double, it's going to be incredibly hard. Gets one, but...
Nice try.
Yep.
But not meant to be there. FaZe not going to be able to clutch it. And Anubis with the huge comeback there at the end of the map.
I believe 6 rounds in a row after losing 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah. I don't know. 6 seems to be the special number, especially for all the maps with Penta in them. But yeah, Anubis, a very big response as they move to the GR side. It takes them a little bit of time to get their feet under them, but they get it done. All right, off we go into Black Widow's second time of this tournament. As you can see, Anubis, they were very good on this map from when they have played it. So potentially favoring them coming into this one.
Yeah, during, including all the data from 2020 and 21, yeah, Black Widow certainly played the least amount compared to all the other maps. Ankara sub-base port. Sub-base port about 12, Compound also 12, Ankara the most 17 matches I want to say, but Black Widow only 9. But that's, I think that also comes from a lot of 2020, which a lot of teams banned Black Widow back then, and also the early 21. And starting from really the end of 21, A lot of teams started to open up Black Widow.
All right, let's see
First
it.
round, double doors.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Oh, the they back out.
I thought it would be Snare.
Oh, Jin!
Yeah, Jin, very
That
nice pick
distance
there.
Was actually pretty long.
Yeah, great job from him just to identify that this could happen and to land the shots.
And he wins against the sniper at that distance. Pretty devastating for Anubis in the first round. Saying, okay, we should have just went into the door, actually. Now, we lost the sniper. We have 4 members setting up near the waterway. The story's not too bad. Penta, they do have some idea. There was a flash. Now, Jin. It's not the only one. Terror's on the left.
Yeah. Grenade gets a bit more damage onto Doom as here they will move into this one. Even into the doors. Terror's waiting until the last possible moment. And he's not going to get much done, actually. The play works out for Penta, but FaZe comes up from the boxes.
Beba almost does not spot him.
Oh, man.
Almost just goes straight through him. But Rain knows where Beba is.
4
Beba has no
seconds.
idea. Now he does, but only 37 HP left.
Ooh, he went for the kill. He didn't have enough time to get the plants down, so just decides to go for the kill with the pistol was not enough. So Penta Sports barely going to hold on to that round.
Yeah, Rain was just trying to force him to not plant the bomb. It's very close. Is again Penta just with FaZe. She was thinking about AWM for a few seconds. And A-Long still being controlled by Snare this time. They know that this is the place where lots of sniper duels going to happen. Sort of challenging the sniper spot behind the radio there.
See where they do go for, as still some pressure there on the mid doors. Jin not going to take any damage though, so good amount of information about this short push that is coming in.
Yeah, FaZe was spotted near the spawn just a few seconds ago. A few shots fired through the double doors. But no death happening until now. FaZe quickly went to A-Long. Yeah, that was a pretty quick shot. Snare was actually in position.
Yeah, he was in the corner there, I guess. Just FaZe was able to get the quicker shot. And now Anubis going to go for this push through storage again. They know where Terror is this time, but Jin is here and ready to party. Picks up 3 kills, and Rain is going to cap it off with the 1. So Penta Sports, strong start for them on this one. 2 rounds in a row.
The first 2 rounds, and oftentimes, surprisingly, the team that took first 2 rounds ended up losing many times. So let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. But it is Black Widow and the Sports, and against Anubis Gaming, who's attacking from BL. So this does make a lot of sense. Again, quick attack into B site. This time it is not the same as Terror moved out from his safe zone.
He did a bunch of damage, but that's just damage, no kills. FaZe is just charging in with a pistol. What?
And an axe!
He got an axe kill? Can we add that to the grenade list?
That's like 4 grenades.
Yeah. Just came in there and whacked him. Ran out of pistol bullets, I guess. Just took the opportunity before they really got set up on the site, and it's really going to help them out. Chills picks up another kill, and Snake is barely even alive.
I think that's the first axe kill in years in professional match, except for the event match that we had last year.
Yeah. Well, that's 3 rounds now on the back of FaZe rushing them like a madman. He knew they were low health, so I guess he wanted to get in there with a pistol, and once he ran out of that, he was just in his face.
He was thinking, I'm dead anyhow. I might as well He can't throw a max. He has to get very close.
Yeah.
But still, to go into the site alone at that timing is unexpected.
Anubis have really been trying to force this play through this storage.
And they have been a lot quicker compared to all other maps. And Flash is really good. But gets Terror Engine at the same time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Until you break it.
Yeah.
Now that they have done it, finally.
Oh. Looks like he hit him there, but not quite. Rain gets one, he picks up two, but now it's just Chills alone. And they know exactly where he is.
Yeah, Totson in the storage, Doom right below him, Snake all the way in the back.
Just like that, quick tap. As not much hope there for Chills to retake that 1v3. So Anubis will get on the board at least.
And finally, they got the B plant done. And now it's time to move.
Now they've unlocked the A site.
It's a quest. You have
Yeah.
to go one at a time. But maybe before moving into stage 2, you want to get some more experience points from attacking B 10 more times.
That's a good idea.
Stack up, level up.
Unlock some new weapons, perhaps.
Some rare weapons, unique, legendaries.
Yeah. The diamond grenade.
Diamond grenade?
Yeah. Does
that's
extra
not
damage.
Explode. It doesn't explode.
True. And maybe they might not go for this push.
Oh, they've unlocked a site now.
Oh, true. Okay.
They do have Beva looking at a longsome challenge. Oh, and FaZe with a rifle. So A side is very secured. And with that information, okay, it's not just FaZe. They do have a rifle already. Do we really want to push a short with a loss of information from a long? I don't think that's a good choice. Unless they push together, the timing is lost already. So they're trying to buy time and trying to force another rotation. There's the jump. Half shot.
Yeah.
And still FaZe.
Yeah, they're holding both these angles very well. Snake, though, able to take down a couple. Very low health here for Snare, but this is going to be the bomb planted. The rest of Penta kind of locked underneath the bridge here.
His rotation. Snake sees it, but another grenade kill with the help of something. Oh, Snare. How did he? Super quick maneuver.
Gotta hand it to him. I mean, that was pretty sick.
Might as well hold a rifle. This guy just goes out to the door.
Yeah. And that is the Snare play, you know? You just will not expect it. That allows Anubis to make it happen. They push through a short. As now...
So Valdez, what's number 3? What did they unlock now?
A long.
A long, okay.
I guess, yeah.
A long it is. There's Holder's face. Plus Chills. Let's move slightly back to their own position. And FaZe might just peek out with the jump. The way too much smoke throughout the map. There's also smoke in the waterway. There was smoke through the double doors in the middle.
Yeah.
And when we talk about the doors and the wall shot, there's Jin. Jin trying to sneak in.
Rain is still here on this A road. Let's see if he can grab Snare. He will. As he was in mid-reload, Rain gonna pick up 2. He's got 3 bullets, and that was enough. And the rest
Jin
of his team finally
from
comes in to help.
downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Now, Totson here alone. Oh. I don't even have the C4.
Yeah. He was pretty doomed there, so Penta able to put a stop to the streak that Anubis had begun. 4-2 is the score. The A-long push not really going to find too much value, I would say. Not against this team.
Waterway certainly not taken away there. Yeah, but because of that, they used a lot of resources. I mean, Anubis. Ooh, Rain not spotted. Beva senses that there might be a big threat because they used that much pressure and smoke towards Waterway. There's a pretty good sense that there might be a big pressure onto from A-long.
Oh. 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 There he goes.
Has no idea.
He's waiting to see if anyone else is going to come in. And the answer is going to be no.
Peekaboo.
And just waits. Lines it up. Doesn't rush it. You know, if he had rushed it, maybe he misses and he dies.
Super careful. And with that, they do think they have the control over A-long, but A-short was open. Snare. Oh, spotted. But the window is open. He's got to make a decision.
Not landing those shots was
Wow.
FaZe. And that is going to be the headshot here from Snare as he moves down. He lines up another. Maybe it's his time to shine here on this map as spray is good from Chills. 3-on-3. Doom's got a nice little corner here. And now it's all up to Chills. Picks up one, but only the one, so Anubis will be able to pick up their third round.
Really started from Rain waiting behind those boxes on top. It was great because they had A-long control, but no one, because they were transitioning over to B so much, no one was actually looking towards that A-short. They thought it was safe.
This is a free A site. I suppose you could say they traded Snare for it, but
Rain's already down all the way. And the A-short entrance.
Rain gets out there.
Ooh, but still they're finding kills.
Yeah. It's 5-on-3 might make this retake a bit easier, but they got to get over there quick. Only 20 seconds to go. Terror is thinking about pushing on in. They got to make their move now, as there are the couple of kills, and even Totson just going to be sniped down by FaZe, and Penta will be able to secure this one.
It almost seemed like Anubis was able to do it again, but Penta, they were grabbing much more kills, even though the site was totally open. The rotation was, of course, if you're trying to rotate towards the back, you leave some doors open. But when you're finding kills, of course, it's always easier to retake. And when you're going back like that, as a sneaky spot, you don't really use your resources. So retaking it, the site back, it's slightly easier with all the flash and stuns.
Penta's much better prepared, but Snake is going to get that entry headshot. Rain is here in position through the smoke. Jin comes out from behind the box, but still advantage to Anubis as Snare going to pick up the kill onto Rain as well, and that's going to do that as Anubis with a successful push onto the B site.
Yeah, now Penta with 5. But talking Black Widow, for EUMENA, I would say about average. EUMENA Black Widow win rate, of course, GR 54%. If I round up, 55%, and Blacklist 45%. So that's about 5-4. Not too bad, but they do have to think that Penta, they do much better from Blacklist. And oftentimes Anubis, especially early rounds from their GR side, they don't really build pressure. So safe and secure, regular, normal positions. Let's see how the opponent wants to approach, and then they react instead of them moving out first.
FaZe snuck in there, didn't amount to too much. Just one grenade was thrown by his ally, but they are not attacking in here. Penta taking it slow to start themselves. Just not always what they want to do, but it looks like they are maneuvering over towards Waterway.
Anubis putting a lot of their men towards A. Yeah, thinking that this might be on a short push because they saw a lot of men towards Waterway. They're jumping onto a short, surely the short path. But less than 50 seconds rotations coming into B site. Might be a little too late, Penta.
Yeah, just getting a headshot there right onto FaZe.
Yeah, with that many flash, you can't even go in. They lost the timing.
There is chills from mid. Maybe he can make some kind of distraction, but Anubis is moving over as Dev is even going to kill him.
Yeah, Doom in the quarter box. Can't be seen through the smoke.
Yeah, this is just a wipe. Rain picks up 2. Maybe he can slowly take this down. Nope, not going to happen. Beva picks up the final kill with the pistol. We are all tied up here on this third map once again.
Penta, even with a great start, 3-0, can't really hold that lead. And there, the big point was FaZe going down from the B storage. At that moment, they lost the will. They lost the strength to go into the B side. Say, guys, we're here. What do we do? Can we go in? Have the smoke. Okay, let's try to go in, and then there's flash.
Really nice spray there from Doom, and just punishes them for poking their heads into the storage here. And now Snare's getting even more aggressive.
Ooh, and finds FaZe, plus snaking that headshot onto Jin. Quick round. And Anubis starting to get aggressive. Liking this change. A long pressure triple men.
Yeah, something we definitely see from time to time. Anubis, I just like the way they play their strategies. Just trying to get into the heads of their opponents. They started off really slow, and then a couple of rounds here just rushing them down from the GR side. Jin, though, is going to win that against Snare.
And that off angle and the first few steps of the stairs. As a sniper, it is a very tricky spot. Can't really even... Hard to get the quick scope there. And with that kill, Penta slowly approaching. Yeah, Penta has been, after getting a single kill, instead of rotating like Lazarus onto the other side of the map, they stayed together for extra 15-20 seconds and then slowly move in to the same spot. Been trying this strategy at least triple times.
Snake spots him, but he gets flashed. He's not really going to have... Oh, okay.
Oh, he wins the fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's going to pull out a lot of attention away.
And he stays down here.
Yeah.
So there's always a threat.
That's very annoying for Penta now. But they are making their way under this one over to the A site, as Rain is going to lose that fight as well. Bomb is down here on A, but Anubis up a man and going to win yet another firefight.
So A long secured, only FaZe. And Anubis, yeah, there's Snake escaping out from that deadly zone down there. Became a hero for the team. Yeah, because of that, Penta used a lot of the resources down below.
Yeah.
And was not able to grab full attention and full power into A long. It took them a couple more seconds.
Yeah. We saw that Anubis was successfully able to get through A short onto the A site multiple times. But not the same can be said about Penta here, really kind of struggling on this Blacklist side so far. They're down 3 in a row after the swap.
And Penta, after losing, I believe, 4 rounds in a row, including the last round of the first half, really trying to set the tone and find their rhythm back into the game.
Yeah.
They were in lead.
Speaking of rhythm, Terror not finding his rhythm this time around. The rest of the team doing pretty well,
Ooh,
but
that's
he has not found a single frag. And he is the one leading the charge. Could be part of the reason. Tries to get in there, not able to land the shots onto Snare. Gets sniped down as well, and yeah, they make it towards the A site, but it is not clean.
They can't get on the back of A. They're not really entirely in. They're stuck in the entrance from A long.
And Snare, it's just a shooting gallery for him. He's just lining shot after shot up. And that's yet another round win here for Anubis. They're only 2 away. We've had some streakiness between these two teams, but Anubis, they look really just undefeatable here on GR.
Well, they have to hold on to that as Doom Snake. A long pressure. Penta was ready with their own 3 men. And A long is lost. Totson is there, so he can surely bait, but a short spotted already down a member, and the last member, he went down from where? Yeah, one coming from B entrance was shut down by a member of Penta, just going through that double door. Kills happening everywhere. That finished in a minute.
Yeah. My caster curses generally don't work that fast, but glad to see
I was also about to say
reached a new level of potency.
Yeah, they have to beat the magic number of 6. The streak can be broken.
Yeah. And now Anubis not going to go for a rush this time. They're just going to play it back a bit more. They've got Snare on A.
I'll just casually go back to the normal, like nothing happened. They're still in lead.
Yeah.
And this time, Snare alone. Oh, do have one more. Coming in through the window, the backup.
Seems like they're expecting B. They've got 3 guys over there. Even Doom behind the boxes, so it's a big commitment over there. And only your sniper basically is covering A currently. Of course, they do have Snake nearby.
Yeah, Snake is going to be coming in as a backup quickly enough. Snare is going to be trapped already. Finds one, escapes with low HP.
Yeah, that's gigantic. And tally another one. Is that number 4 already?
Number 3.
Number 3? Okay.
If you count the axe,
this fight under the bridge here is actually going pretty well for Penta this time around. Have secured their spot, but Totson is able to take the top side here. The bomb is planted. A couple of shots go into Jin as FaZe will be taken out here by Snake.
oh, they do lose control over the A long.
Yeah, they're getting in there. They're pushing their way through our Anubis. They find Jin on the backside. That is a big spray from Doom.
Only the last member from the passage, and Totson just says, okay, you're the last one. We just got to buy some time because Diffuse is coming through. Anubis Gaming 1 round away now from winning the entire match.
And it's looking pretty good for them. Penta Sports only able to pick up 1 round so far after the swap. It has not looked clean on Blacklist for Black Widow. And here we go, another push over onto the A-long spot. Rain is trading. There's a snipe onto Snake from A-long, so pretty good entry this time. Very clean from Penta.
Already planted. This doesn't look too good for Anubis at all.
Snares here with the sniper and a dream.
And also, if you look on the map, Rain is coming from B site. Finds a long distance kill into the passage. Now the final member towards the shore. That's a cleanup duty. Perfect round win. Is this a round for Penta to come back into the game?
I mean, it's
only have to do 2 more.
Yeah. And I don't know, they kind of pushed onto A with Reckless Abandon, but Anubis were leaving it open again. So I mean, they're just taking advantage of Anubis's weaknesses.
Oh, let's see, because Anubis, no damage yet. To see a member missing there. And no one really actively moving around the map. I think it is a remake. Just when it's about to get interesting.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
It's unfortunate timing, you would have to say.
Yeah, just when you're about to see the ending of the entire season, commercial time.
Not even commercial, it's like...
Well, us on the screen. But
catch us in the final episode next week.
next week, pay-per-view.
Yeah.
$1.99 per minute.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
If that happened to me, I wouldn't pay the money. But thankfully, you guys won't have to wait too long for this one to get loaded up really quickly to see the final episode of this match. Still looking pretty good for Anubis. I think that if I were them, I would want to just, you know, they were very highly focused. They've only dropped 2 rounds after the swap. You do not want somebody to be dropping out right now.
Imagine that if this round had damaged, a few players damaged, and then Anubis lose a member. Whoa, it could have been a big opportunity for Penta to come back.
Golden rounds?
Basically.
Golden rounds?
Forcing.
I believe, man. We've already had 2.
Well, map 3 golden round.
And 3 grenade kills and an axe kill in our first match.
So I went back home yesterday and said, okay, today was a pretty long day, but I feel like that's going to happen a lot because all 4 teams are just going back and forth. They're so good. I mean, the streaks are happening, but it's not like last year where streaks couldn't be stopped in the entire map. It's being stopped, and then the moment it stopped, the streak goes to the other team, just like we had 6-6 back and forth in our previous map. I mean, I think it's one of the most competitive 4 teams that we have throughout at least 3 years, including America.
Doesn't happen that often. Like you're saying, I think it's really cool to see. And it's clear that, you know, a team like Team Myth from their division can get 3rd and then come through and get 1st. You know, it just shows that really any team can make it happen. You know, maybe this is Penta Sports tournaments to come in and, you know, put in some upsets, but actually maybe they're just on a really similar level and they are able to get the wins. Of course, they still need to get 2 rounds in a row here against Anubis to have a chance to take this match, but they put up a really great performance, better than I was expecting.
Oh yeah, still 9-7 Anubis. They're thinking, okay, 1 round, what do we do to get out of here and finish the match and grab the win? So, and because they still have 1 more match to actually play.
They definitely do.
We'll see. Game's up. Snare takes a bit of a damage by sneaking out from.
Let's hope no one drops now. We'd like to have the round finished 5v5 if possible.
It shows, of course, from Blacklist, you don't really have Black Widow double snipers. And slowly gaining control over A, but triple man down A short.
Oh!
Rain! Double headshot!
Just like that. Snare did get 1 snipe, though. He's trying to pull it back for his team. But Jin is able to get in there. They swarm the sniper. And Snake is going to have to do it 1v3. Not looking good for him.
Yeah, he's trying to buy time, and in knowing that he just jumps into the window, only 8 HP left. But things are still possible. The time ticking down, but still 30 seconds. It's going to be hard against 2 rifles.
You can see Jin is trying to hold that too, but looks like Snake is just going to wait until about 15 seconds rather, and make his way in.
Did he not see it? I don't think so, right?
Didn't look like he saw him, but 12 seconds, and now he is spotted. There you go. Chill's able to line it up real easy. 1 round away from the extra rounds. Penta Sports could make it happen.
But also, 1 round away for Anubis to shut this down. They just need 1 more GR defense.
These teams just feel so evenly matched that, you know, it's just 1 round apiece for each, but just feels like anybody can take it from here. It's just going to be down to who plays it better in this round.
Let's see where the first kill happens. Again, building pressure towards A long. And sure, the waterway has been open basically the entire second half from Penta. Was having a few smokes, and that was about it. Anubis not a team that likes to pressure into the waterway, keeping a man there.
Terror's in, but he's spotted. Couple of snipes from FaZe opens up the A site.
And A long is controlled. Chills right in A short. Doesn't grab the kills.
Oh,
now he
there it
does.
is.
We're going to the extra rounds.
We are going to the extra rounds. Doom, he gets one. 22 seconds. He's in vision, and that's going to do it. They tie it up 9-9. We are going to the extra rounds, and maybe even that golden round could come through. Very streaky, these two teams. You know, it was looking like Anubis had total control over this from the GR side, and then Penta just said no. Just like Anubis was able to do on the last map.
Yeah, first map when we went to sub base, it was critical. Anubis, except for Beba, the other four, they were not awake. There was something was off. Maybe it's the first game, I think. First game, and the map doesn't really fit them. And lots of these effects, its negative effects really affected them, except for Beba. At least if he also got like close to 0 kills, then I think would have actually seen a 2-0 shutout easily.
Yeah.
But because he held it together, they brought it to map number 2. That was pretty close, 10-8. Now extra rounds, like the entire team of Anubis, they're all there, and I think they just have to really match what they want to do, because first of all, right now, a very different playstyle between Snare and FaZe. Sometimes Snare is getting a piece, sometimes FaZe is defending slightly better. That's certainly a sniper duel there, but the rest of the story comes from the rifles, who's having the better angles backing up. So far in the last previous few rounds, Penta just pushing through all the way.
It's been good to see that they returned to their solid form from the Blacklist side. They were able to get a lot of great entries, quick, similar pace, straight onto A multiple times. Didn't even go into B all that often. Maybe just once. Not 100% sure. As seems like may have had an issue to get in. Oh, there we go. We're in the game.
Already in. Anubis Blacklist, so they'll surely take some time. For now, getting waterway, so opening up A long. They do sense that likely FaZe will be defending A. That's the specialty. I don't really know if Chills, if they're having the double sniper or just one. And I think that's the reason why Snare wants to check from the A short stairs into the angle.
Yeah. If I'm Snare and I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling confident, definitely go for a couple of peeks, you know? You don't want to be the guy that causes your team to lose by getting picked multiple times, but at the same time, if he's feeling it, he could be the guy that opens up the site for them.
Yep, extra rounds. And yeah, very important for Penta, of course. This is the last match of the day for Penta. Surely you do want to start a little higher in the playoff. Anubis rotation pretty quick, but the storage, not the storage, right next to the storage. Double man with Rain Terror. FaZe does win that sniper duel over A.
It's a big one, but they are going into B, and like you said...
Double man box!
Yeah. Two guys
Rain
in box.
was not spotted.
And Jin is in there too. This is... Oh man, they had no idea. Penta totally tricked them. And they stacked B. Certainly helps when you stack B when they're attacking it. Not to mention, FaZe started it off with a nice little sniper battle.
Incredible player. He can surely handle the amount of pressure. And that's also a reason why the team really trusts on him to defend A by himself. So that's done. And do you really keep the sniper on A side all the time, or do you keep it moving? Because Anubis, they do like to poke into different directions. Ooh, Doom there. Got a lot of damage. And now 3-man defense. Can't really try the same position again from the quarter box double man. So instead, different angle. Oh, poking the storage again. Oh, Jin cannot find the headshot. Did a lot of damage to Snare.
Yeah.
It wasn't sort of a transition into the double door.
And that allows them this time to get on in. Not sure if they know about rain behind that box, though. Pokes out at a great time, is able to pick up 2 at least. FaZe also gets the pistol shot and brings it to 1v2.
FaZe. Close to the door, just rotating between the passage, B doors. Tagged Beva. Very close. C4 planted. He's already here. Plenty of time. Oh, Snare. Just going to land that jump. Making sure that Bevak doesn't come around him. FaZe, big rotation. Risky move, but wants to find a rifle. He find one.
He should be able to, right? So, here in storage, I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure he can pick it up fast enough. Okay, there's the rifle. They have no idea.
Runs out of bullet. Has to go back to the pistol. Has to find Snare around the back.
What a crazy round. Really not expecting that rotation, but Snare able to pick him up at the end.
Yeah, FaZe, that rotation was smart. Beba had no clue that was coming.
FaZe with another big shot here. Terror now jumping out and getting in their face. Chills is able to pick up 1.
Yeah, Chills back on AWM.
Ooh. Number 4.
In that track.
The grenade kills are kind of getting out of hand.
Now, double sniper with Terrors with a slimmer of HP. And in these extra rounds, five kills for Snare.
Yeah.
Long chills. Did not get to see anybody yet, but Snare holding that C4. If he drops it, worst news possible, finds Chills, but the bullets does not land on each other. Now FaZe even making the rotation. Terror is still at B side just in case, because Snake was missing. Chills, I think he spotted both. Or not yet. Terror still holding the position at B side. Now moving into A.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, just in the better backup position.
Chills knows, hears them, pops out the pistol. Pretty aggressively, but it's enough. Yeah, FaZe able to get that last snipe down and gives them the slight lead, 11-10. The GR side slightly better this time. And I don't know, with the way we saw this going, if you remember, it was 4-5 in favor of Penta when they were on GR, and then when we swapped, it went to 5-4, which is how we got these extra rounds. Now we go to extra rounds, and once again, it's that slight benefit, that slight advantage to the side of GR. Will we see the pattern broken, or will it just repeat itself to a golden round?
Yeah, great build-up to the golden round. I was waiting for that.
It's happening. It's happening.
Well, first match of the day seems to be the best. Yesterday and today, we're going all the way. And for now, Anubis, they had so many chances, but every single time when it seems like it's working, FaZe is stabbing onto them from a long B side. It's been crazy this entire, especially map 2 and 3. FaZe, whenever there is big chance for Anubis to go into a site or do something crazy, FaZe has been the one named. It's been harassing them so much.
Big push here on a long. That grenade gets some great damage down, some spray. through there, but only Doom is going to eat a bit from the grenade, and then they back away.
Now that the Penta is from Blacklist, and they gained a lot of advantage and damage from baiting spots, especially B sites. Early entry with flash.
Extremely aggressive to do that just by yourself. A big bait.
Split push.
Yeah. Split push, you do not see this very often, but it will gain them the B site, but it's not going to be easy for them to win this 2v3.
Yeah, at least Totson just went down. The door rained pretty quick with a shot. Beba, instant response. FaZe near the waterway now, going through the storage into B. Their C4 drops right near the plant, but Doom does have his angle covered with Beba, waiting for that C4 to be picked up. So they're getting that rotation into the waterway, trying to stab onto the back of FaZe. He's right next to them.
Okay, that's one. Where's the other? He doesn't know. He's shot in the back.
Ooh, that was close.
Doom is able to bring one ahead here.
Tied again. 11-11.
You know what's better than 11-11 is 12-12. And I can taste it.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see. I don't think we're going all the way.
Look at this stack here from Anubis. To be honest, I think either we get the golden round or Anubis wins it 13-11. That's my feeling from here.
And Anubis, big bet. A short. Triple the fire force. But no one even checking through the window. Because Penta, they have a few men near the waters. And because of this many towards A, Anubis, they have Snake alone watching the B door.
Uh-oh.
Say hello to your nightmare, okay.
They charge him. They get in their face. Beva picks up two. There's that spray we know and love. Two headshots.
This guy doesn't stop. When the other two are hesitating to go in, this guy is already jumping on top of the enemy.
Yeah.
That's Beva.
And now you're in a really rough spot as Penta. Although Terror is able to get one, Totson picks up one for him.
And the other two, the final two members, FaZe Rain, who has been performing the best of the team. Down in B site.
Snare should be looking through those doors.
Yeah, it was spotted Bev already near the door. Takes down FaZe, just one. Rain with 100 HP. There's that big rotation from Doom and Pot.
They know where Rain is, and all you got to do is swarm him. Multiple members coming at the same time, and that's going to be the defuse. Anubis one away. And they've looked so solid here after swapping to GR.
All the way to map 3, all the way into the extra rounds. The last extra round. 4 men, A push. Anubis Gaming.
With the smoke here, I don't know about this.
They do have 2 members, FaZe and Jin. Jin spotted, FaZe also goes down!
Doom with the huge spray this time. Haven't said that quite enough, but he gets it done here.
And the other 3, Chills, Rain, Terror, they're lost. They don't know where to go. Finally setting up towards a long. Does have one going towards a short stairs. But this pressure is still here.
Yeah. They're trying to use reverse psychology, but it's not going to work. Doom gets another bevel, follows
that's
up.
it. C4's dropped right here. Snake picks up the last. And it is Anubis Gaming grabbing the final map win. And the winner of the match. Penta came very, very close. But no golden round this time.
No golden round. It was something else. It was a 13-11 win. Nearly got to that golden round, but Anubis was strong enough on the GR side.
And showing a lot of different play styles too.
And you can see Anubis, they lost the first one 5-10, and then they barely win before extra rounds in Compound, and then they go to extra rounds, and they're able to win there on Black Widow. So a very close match. Penta Sports were inches multiple times from taking the win.
Multiple times. And as you can see, next match, they have to play back-to-back matches after this many rounds. Will that help them? Or they might be feeling a little tired after that many rounds. And their opponent?
Yeah.
Lazarus.
Lazarus is a really strong opponent. Extremely consistent. They got to sit back and watch that entire match. No doubt they'll want to try to play on some of those maps that we just had, and maybe they can use some of that strategy to actually get to the victory. But we will have to wait and see, guys. We're going to take a bit of a break before we do get to that second match of Anubis versus Lazarus. We'll be right back.